Hi, everybody. It's meteorologist Joe Chaffee. I have my latest in a series of wintertime posts that will be going up. It is up on the website today at meteorologistjoechaffee.com. And at the end of this video, I'll have a link up there on the video that you can click on so that you can go and actually read the piece, which goes into greater detail. But I want to give special thanks to Tom Stavola, who put together these wonderful maps for New Jersey that show annual snowfall, the normals, and also a year-by-year breakdown. And his website is lightinthestorm.com, and I will put a link on that up on the video as well. And he gave me permission to use the maps, which I really, really appreciate it. Here's the average snowfall for New Jersey, 15 to 18 inches in the south, and you can see the amounts gradually increase as you go north and west to this pocket of 55 to 62 inches in the northwestern corner. Now, of course, a lot of what's in northwest New Jersey is elevation dependent, but in general, you know, the further north you go, the higher your snowfall amounts. But there can be a lot of variability in any given winter. For example, here's the winter of 2000-2001, which was a pretty snowy winter. You had, and it also lined up in terms of the normal, where you got more snow as you went north. But I mean, you still wound up with some fair amounts as you went down into South Jersey with 25 to 30 inches, even 20 to 25 inches south of Cape May, which is above normal, 25 to 30 inches south of 195. And then, of course, the amounts go up as you head to northern New Jersey, where there were pockets of 80 to 85 inch amounts for the season. And then we can juxtapose that to the winter of 2001-2002, which was a winter where we had a very strong La Nina. And you can see the snowfall amounts were virtually non-existent over over much of central and South Jersey, under 5 inches, except for a little bump up at Cape May, and well below the average up in the northern counties with just a few pockets of 25 to 30. Then the winters of 2002, 2003, we reverted back to something resembling normal. And 2004, also above normal here for the northern part of the state, at or a little below normal as you go south. And we'll go down to 2005. We had 4 out of 5 winters here that showed above normal snowfall. Again, this is a case where you had the bigger amounts as you go north. But I'm going to go down to 2009 and 2010, which was a particularly snowy year. And you can see pockets of 90 to 95 inches that occurred over the northwestern counties. Still a formidable 45 to 50 inches. So the bottom of the scale, everybody in New Jersey got at least 45 inches of snow that winter, with some mega amounts in some places. And 10-11, another big year. Again, even in South Jersey, 30 to 35 inches with larger amounts as you go north. Now, 12, of course, 11-12 was an El Nino year. And you can see what happened in that year. 5 to 10 inches was the starting point, less south of 195 in general, and just a couple of pockets of 25 to 35 inches in the northwestern counties. 12-13, probably as close to normal a year as you're going to see on any of these stretches. This was the year of what was called Snowmageddon for Long Island and parts of Connecticut, where they had one snowfall that produced 30 to 40 inches of snow, but that storm did not impact New Jersey in the way that it did points to the east. Now, 13-14 was 13-14 and 14-15, 2 very snowy years. But again, you can see there was still formidable amounts to the south, and 40 to 45 inches and 70 to 75 as you go to the north. And here's 14-15, where you had a little more variability from lower amounts to the south, so 15 to 25 inches across southern New Jersey, and you had 65 to 75 inches in the north. Those 2 winters were both very, very cold. Now here's an anomalous here, which was last year, because this was an El Nino year, but unlike the prior El Nino year that we looked at, 11-12, 15-16 produced snowfalls because of that one blizzard. and that was it. So we had seasonal pockets of 35 to 40 inches and 40 to 45 inches. If you were in the eastern counties that border New York City, you had pretty much a bonanza year for an El Nino year. And if you were in South Jersey, you had pretty much a normal year with 20 to 25 inches and maybe just that little pocket of 15 to 20, but still above normal. But then in the northern part of the state, you went the other way. The snowfall amounts were well below normal. And by the way, there's been a general tendency over the last 16 winters that the coast has done much better, relatively speaking, than the inland spots in terms of total snowfall. We seem to be in a cycle where we're getting many more years with above normal snowfall than below, as opposed to the years between 1970 and 2000, which were reverse. You had 24 out of 30 winters where snowfall amounts in that 30-year period were below normal. We're running right now 11 out of the last 16 were actually above normal, and in some cases it's 12 out of the last 16. It depends on where you are. So that's pretty much how the years stack up in terms of how snow lays out across New Jersey. And if you continue reading onto the post, I'm going to discuss a few factors that we're looking at going forward. There's still no clarity at this point as to what kind of winter to expect, other than I think to say that a reversion to something more resembling normal seems a likely scenario compared to last year. But again, you can see how the variability exists. Even in the snowy winters, you can get a tremendous amount of variability. So don't forget, check out the website post. The link will be up there. Check out Tom Stavola's website, lightenthestorm.com, and look for more at meteorologistjoechaffe.com. And of course, SS Storm Chasers, SSStormchasers.com, because when these storms are around, these guys are chasing them, so you want to keep abreast of that, and usually they put up some really great videos. So make sure you visit that site. I'm a forecaster on that particular site as well.